How's it going, guys? It's me again, out here in the field. You know what I'm saying? We're driving, we're striving, we're grinding, we're getting it. Because I'm driving, I gotta be paying attention. I'm gonna talk to you guys. Not gonna be looking at you unless I hit a red light. You know the drill. But anyway, I mainly want to talk about how you're in different circumstances in different moments, right? For example, back in the day, there was no way I could have been. Ooh, wow, I felt bad. That's why I gotta be paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, like my mindset was an employable mindset, meaning like I had no idea how to make extra income with a side hustle, with anything like that. Like that wasn't even in the vicinity of my own brain, to even think of, hey, maybe, perhaps something different might work out. That wasn't really there. I was like, maybe, hopefully, in the future, I'll discover something, but I really need to have a job. So I was constantly and always looking for different jobs and things that I can do, whether it was full-time, part-time, but it was always job dependent. Go through the whole application process, do the interview, etc., or sometimes I just being qualified enough where they provide the training and I was able to essentially get the job without having to fully have to commit to having to have the skills necessarily prerequisite or whatever I got trained on, etc. And then what I've learned about like that whole situation was that it's all a mindset. So I was conditioned to be like, I gotta be looking for jobs. I was conditioned to like, hey, if I have something steady and good and decent, I shouldn't mess with it, or I shouldn't really try to change that because it's comfortable and safe. But guess what? Sometimes your emotions are not safe. Sometimes life gets more expensive. Like inflation is hitting, a lot of things are hitting, and you have to be constantly working. I look at my own family, man, and that's one of the things that like sometimes it makes me quite sad. Is that my my old folks, my parents, they're like they're hitting their 60s, and still up to this day they have to work. And when you have a very strong why as to why you're doing things, none of that can be disrupted, corrupted, corroborated, none of that stuff. It's literally up to you, and it's because your strong why is going to take you out of that situation. My strong why is a array of different things. So one is, I absolutely do not want to be in my 60s when I get there and have to hustle for a living. I would rather hustle now. I would rather put the effort now, build up on the efforts that I've done in the past, and change my situation so I don't become a victim of that in the future. The other aspect of it, which adds urgency to my motivation and everything, is that I I want to retire my folks. I want to retire my parents. I've been on a side project, kind of building essentially like a little retirement home for my mom and stuff, because she's getting there. Like she already told me over the phone. She's like, the most I can do is like a whole nother election cycle. After that, I don't think I have the strength to be working a job anymore. My mom, unfortunately, she's been working since she's like 12 years old. Uh, if I had a rough life or a tough life, like my mom had it 20 times worse, you know. She's an immigrant from another country. So she literally had to fight to become a resident, to then fight to become a citizen, an American citizen. And and my mom had children very young. Like my mom had my older sister when she was like 14, 15, 16 years old. And my mom had me when she was like in her mid 20s. So like my mom has been tough at work, just like raising children, working her butt off, and still up to this day, the moment that I'm literally recording this right now, my mom is still hustling, still grinding. There hasn't been a day that I've talked to my mom and she's not doing something. She's not hustling. She's not doing a side gig or working a job for another person, or like just like hustling and hustling and hustling. Just to keep up, man. Just to have something for her retirement. Because unfortunately, she comes from a generation where she's not as tech savvy. It's hard for her to do certain things on her own phone. So like, so yeah, so it's tough, man. But those are the things that keep me motivated. Those are the things that keep me grinding. And a day like today, that, to be honest with you, it would be nice. It would be so nice to just be at home, cozy, super chilling and everything. But I have to work. I have to work. Like it's late at night right now. And I'm about to put on some hours in this car, to build upon that legacy, to build upon that dream, to build upon that why, to build upon those dreams and goals and desires that I have. And to also, when I'm in the future, I don't have to put these hours in this crazy stuff. So I highly appreciate every single one of you that tune in here. I highly appreciate everyone that subscribes. I highly appreciate everyone that's helping me towards this dream and this goal to, you know, grind to freedom. That's all it is. That's all it is. So anyways, guys, I am about to let you go. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.